Hi, everybody, and welcome to Hoard of Tales, where Daisies and Dragons, and we are here. We are here with some great, amazing Daisies to raise money for a great show. But first, let's introduce some of these amazing Daisies, starting with Tan.
Hello, hello. I am Dan or Dan Fighter. I do voices and I like to play different kinds of games. And you can usually find me on Daisies or you can find me on the Dice Drop server. And today I'm going to be playing a fun little Pizzassin who you should learn about as we play, I suppose. But yeah, you can find me at TanFighter117 on Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome. Next, we have the incredible, the man of many names, currently going by Craig.
Hi everyone, I'm Ikrik, but also known as Nikhil, Nick, sometimes Nick. As you can see, there are many names that I go by. Have been a DM for about 2 to 3 years. This is my third AP in actual plays. And yeah, currently I am a game designer for a homebrew system, and it's going pretty great. So let's see how that goes. And yeah, that's pretty much it about myself. But about the character, it's going to be a very novice assassin who is going to be. I'll try to be adorable. I cannot guarantee it. So all the best.
Yes. We do have a couple more pizzas in the oven. They're just getting ready. So we shall definitely see them soon. The lovely Maitri and the lovely Assis. But yes, I'm Chirag. I am one of the co-founders of Daisies and Dragons. Big fan of just pizza generally. Love pepperoni, and but I'm all about different kinds of cheeses. And one day I will find the Sicilian square pizza. That's my next goal. That's my quest. But that's not the quest we're on today. The quest we're on today is to raise money for the It Gets Better project, an incredible charity helping LGBT youths across the world. So please, donate for that. And we'll be doing our share by playing Pizzassin's Creed, a fate game where our players are part of the ancient Pizzassins orders who, work to protect the innocent. But as the arrival of fast food is coming, they need to follow up with the Pizzassin's Creed, take their pizza cutters, and bring bring their assassinations in 30 minutes or less, so the pizza can be free. But yes, remember, under the Pizzassin's Creed, everything is permitted except pineapple, and those are the level of puns that you're going to get today. So yes, they get. I hope they get better, but they could very easily go worse. I hope they get worse. I'm trusting
I'll
you
make sure
to
they get worse.
Thank you. That's why we have you here.
Yes.
If you
I
want,
gotta show you about the chaos level that's going to happen here. I gotta show you anything. It could go either way.
could go either way. Yes, as you can also see, if you want to help out Pizzassins on their mission, you can donate. Of course, always donate anyway. But if you donate these amounts, for example, $5, you can give just a slice. You can give a fate point to a player of your desire. So say which player you want to give it to, either their names or their topping. 10 parties, $10 is a pizza party. Every player gets a fate point, and $15, pick your toppings. You can introduce a new pizza NPC. So just put it down, say what kind of pizza, and we'll put it in the scene. No guarantee they won't get assassinated. I'm not going to try to kill them, but I can't stop these guys. I can't stop. The pizza's just so tasty. Yeah. But yes, we have many questions, many things to get on. But first, for now, is everyone here? Are our Pizzassins ready to get started? Just gonna do it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess
it's just a pen. That's my cutter for now. Very blunt cutter.
It's fine. It's fine. You have your pizza. You have a pizza cutter, or at least something to chow down. Oh boy. Okay. So that's there we go. So in that case, let's get started. Yeah, so it begins in the ancient continent of Carbonara, where every creature, everything is made similar to ours, as everything's made from carbon, but there everything is made of carbs. As you can see, walls made of ancient dough surround the proud city the proud city of Napolitania. As you see many people lowing, this beautiful landscape, wonderful landscape, which is obscured as a new arrival is approaching. A castle on wheels is approaching this grave city, heralded by the arrival of this new conquerors. They came faster than any food had come before, led by the horrifying king of burgers. Now we have to go to the only people who can save them, the latest members of the Pizzassin's order. We go into a dark room where knelt down our Pizzassin's wait to be selected. They faces aimed at the ground, waiting to be summoned in this dark room, all where they can smell the red sauce waiting for them to be accepted. Let's look at these brave assassins. Let's start with Tan. Describe your Pizzassin and how.
Yep. So essentially, you would see this figure kind of like just like looming down, like looking downward, as you described, wearing this hooded robe of this black with like red seams and like embellishments going all over it, and where you would see like the robe kind of opens out into his clothes. There you see what seems to be patchwork armor underneath the robes made out of some hand-tossed classic crust. And at his side, there is what seems to be a very ornate-looking curved pizza cutter where each of the little like what you call them, like spokes of the blades essentially are peppered with different kinds of like oregano and no, literally they are peppered with different kinds of oregano and like condiments. And at his side, there's a couple of like what look like canisters and sachets of like Alfredo sauce, and there's just like that sweet but savory scent coming off of like his garb itself. And he's young, but has a very weathered face in just it's not been a great year for him. This is Pepperoni. People call him Ronnie, Pepe, Pep. Pronouns are he, him. And he is waiting to do what he was born to do.
Now, and next to him, maybe not as confident, maybe even more confident. We have Nikhil. Describe your character.
What you expect a crony to be big, this one is going to be of a teeny size pizza or character topping, which I would say it seems so intriguing that they have many layers to them and to their personality, to their type. It looks like a very chubby 5-year-old humanoid with, I would say, more like a palish pink color around their faces, but occasionally you can see cracks of white cutting through. On their sides, you can see a very good pizza cutter, what appears to be also a pouch for small, tiny balls, which could contain something, who knows. And around his neck is like a collection of what appears to be a chainmail of sorts, but it looks like a grill plate, like sort of like on for ironing grill, that is like meshed around, and they seem to have like a dagger of sorts, but it's still a pizza cutter. But it's so because the kid is like a 5-year-old kid, it looks like a big broadsword for them as they carry it around. The name is Savala, which is a topping for as an onion. So that is my character for now.
For now.
Wow.
For now. What does that mean? I know what that means. So as you guys are waiting patiently, just like hear the soft drip, drip, drip of these red drops falling from the ceiling onto this resting bowl in front of you, as you can hear the voice of the soft Kang older voice speaking out to you says, "Come, young ones. If you are ready to accept the creed if you are ready to accept the creed, take the step to the pizza bowl. But remember, on drinking this sacred sauce, your lives will be changed forever. You can never go back to the way you are. You will no longer be just the sole ingredient, but you are part of a greater whole. Do you accept?"
Savala raises their hand.
Yeah. Your head still face down while you're raising your hand, or you're like looking up now to the...
Like, because Savala is like raising her hand, they're like, can I get a table stand or something? I can't reach the bowl, it's too high for me.
Yeah. Without even just like looking, you feel the ground kind of like shift, and just like a large step kind of arrives between you and the bowl. Multiple steps to get closer to the bowl. Because the bowl is at Pepperoni's height, but it's a little bit, you would need these steps, but they sort of just grow out of the ground. If you were looking, you'd be like, how did that? You'd see it just happen. But if you're not looking, you can just hear it happen. And like, oh, okay.
But I just walk up, look at him, just say, like, I accept. And just, I'm assuming there's like a ladle or a spoon or something. We just, or like just we dip our hands. Seems like sacrilege to me, is why I ask.
Yeah. You can, there is definitely a spoon there, like a large, it's an almost like a spoon for you, but it is a ladle for Savala at this point. You each have your own. There's also two more to the side of you that you are surprised of. Each of the spoons are slightly different. One is they each seem to represent the 4 different seasons: summer, winter, spring, and autumn. Which one do you reach for, Pepperoni?
Ooh, that's interesting. Well, pepperonis usually taste the best in winter, so I'm gonna go with winter.
Okay. Yeah. Thankfully, that one has been set to your size because you decided this a long time ago. So yeah, winter is there. And are you going to drink it before Savala, or are you going to drink at the same time?
I look over. If they seem to be like having too much trouble, then I'll just drink it. Otherwise, if it's like, oh, it's like a second or so desync, then I'll wait.
Savala?
I'll just be looking consistently over all the 4 parts. So it's very hard for Savala to choose because they're known to be year-round.
Sure.
And
well, winter is taken, so you only have to pick out the 3 now.
Savala looks intently. Spring seems very fun, but it's not their thing. But right now, spring is their time of life, so they just go and take spring.
The heavy spoon. You both drink from it, and it is a burning sensation there. It is sweet. It is powerful. Like this intense red sauce just like filling your body. You can feel it like changing. You feel your body's like hardening, becoming tougher. Doughier in your inside, just like feeling alive, almost like you are connected in a new way, almost like you feel this connection to the bowl, and you feel the connection to the toppings to the next to you, and you can feel further hidden in the shadows all these other red energy, other people, other Pizzassins, which you are now a member of them, are there, each of them having tasted the red sauce. They're all there, and they're all watching you silently. You had no idea there were that many people in this room, all around. And then in that moment, the sense of redness fades, but you have been changed forever, as you just hear this, like, the gentle clap of the one remaining red light in front of you, as you see the father, both the head and the religious spiritual center of the Pizzassin's creed, Papa John, looking at you with a warm smile. He's large, white, red, and green robes, just standing there, a beard that just like twirls down there. The sacred, the important hat of his office, which is a chef's hat. Just like smiling down, like, fantastic. No fatalities. This is good. This is a good season.
Wait, we're supposed to die?
No, you're not supposed to, but it is a thing that happens. It is the second worst thing that can happen. But I am glad that you have both survived. Well,
I just look and like give like a very like courteous like nod/bow, like in reverence. But yes.
Oh, Savannah, the eyes are just popping right now. Just joy.
Yeah. Yes. And he says, like, good. And now, unfortunately, we must. There are more of your order to arrive, but we do not have the time to wait for them. And more unfortunately, we do not have the time to give you the proper welcome and greeting into the order that we could, as we are at a stage of war. Afterwards, after your first mission, you'll have a chance to celebrate with the new members of the order, meet old friends, well, the old friends who are still with us at this point. He looks at you sadly, Sawala.
Hey, I can make new friends anytime, so it's okay. But of course, I'll follow the creed as much as I can.
That's excellent. It's a good attitude. Yes. And he looks over at Ronnie, and he just like this is like, yes, I'm sure you'll do. I'm sure your father would have wanted to be here for this, but unfortunately, the hunt for the clown has gone very long.
We all do our part. Keep this place safe.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Now, come. We have your mission is a daring one. And he turns, walking. You cannot hear his footsteps. His clothes is very long. It's almost like he's like gliding across the floor as he just like moves along. Again, you're in this large, what you recognize as almost like a cathedral. But again, there are no lights here. There is just the warmth of this room, this like constant warmth, and you can hear a crackle of fire you cannot see, which is why this room is called the kiln, as you are reforged into the pizza assassins from the ingredients that you are. As you are led out of this shadowed room, you come to a long room with a map on it, with large open windows, and even from those windows you can see the city represented in the map on the large round table, divided up into 12 slices as the city is. But on the outskirts, you can see a large figurine representing the White Castle in the distance. And he says, like, there. You've seen it now. You've seen the castle in this. You need a minute?
I'm good.
Should I put an option in the thing to reduce puns?
No.
Oh, keep going. Just keep going.
We've lost individual. individuals also go.
Oh!
Oh boy. Hey, we have
Hello.
a mysterious arrival. Fantastic. Just before we left. Hello. We have the wonderful Maitri is joining us. Let me put you into the thing so people can see you. Da-da-da. Okay. All right. Are you visible? Yes, you're visible. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so sorry I misunderstood the time, but it looks like everybody did, so I don't feel quite so bad.
It's all right.
Awesome, that's it.
Time zones and scheduling are the great killer. Yes,
They really
this
are.
is the third member of our Pizzassin's order. Maitri, please introduce yourself and your character.
I'm Maitre, she, her. I'm also playing a character, she, her, and her name is Banana Pepper, and she's very fancy and thinks all of you are gross. And,
That's fair. I also think
that.
got it. Banana Pepper. Thank you for clarifying that it's something very different from what we have down on Roll20.
No, I should have in a Roll20. I'm like, no, it's Mushroom. No, I changed my name to Mushroom. I'm sorry. I started with Banana Pepper, but I actually changed it to Mushroom. Because
Just clarifying. Is it mushroom or is it banana pepper? Which one is it?
it's Mushroom with an accent over the second U.
It was the previous one, Chirag. So good job. You got this.
Just a reminder, we're professionals,
I forgot I
Okay.
changed it.
Well,
Oh.
maybe banana pepper will show up later on.
Maybe later.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
that's so funny.
Is it like a
So
French accent?
I
Mushroom?
have I can't do a French accent, but otherwise I would.
That's fine.
I
Fair
can
enough.
do a dismissive Valley Girl accent, so that's what I was going to do.
That sounds perfectly fine. That's perfectly
That's-
the
that's
things that
absolutely
we
fine.
do.
That's
Like the
encouraged.
accent.
So what I was trying to add on here that I didn't have a chance to was stuffed crust and Alfredo sauce,
Fantastic.
which gives me modifiers, but I wasn't able to add them. So I'm hoping you
don't
can do
worry.
that for me.
I can put it in. That's fine. So
Sweet.
let's go back. You can hear as we were establishing in the city of Neapolitania, you in the great kiln where ingredients are turned into members of the Pizzassin's creed. 2 members have survived the process. They have managed to take in the red sauce and become Pizzassins. That would be Pepperoni and Sawala. Now you are standing in front of this bowl with two spoons next to you containing the red sauce. The remaining spoons are autumn and summer. Which spoon do you think appeals more to mushroom?
Sorry, I was muted. And I was opening up the stream in the video. Can you ask me the question again, please, if you're
Mushroom, what do you look like as you've arrived into the kiln, ready to take on the oath of the Pizzassins? What does Mushroom look like?
Incredibly fancy and
Mhm.
better than all of you.
100%.
And so wearing this kind of gleams in the firelight of the kiln and has a bit of a shine on her, and she is every bit the accent over the second U in her name. Like that's who she is. Like if you were to describe her physically and as a personality, what she is an unnecessary accent
Very
over over the you.
Very what?
Very fancy. So
Fancier?
whatever a fancy mushroom looks like in your head, she's fancier than that.
Exactly.
Savala will be infatuated. Like the 5-year-old Savala is looking at you super infatuated.
Wow. She's
I don't
posher
blame
than
you.
mushroom soup.
I don't blame you. Everyone is in love with me, and if they aren't, they should be.
So,
Pepperonica just like nods, like, oh yeah, at least one more decent person is here.
You might notice the look of deception, that look of dismissive is giving at at me. Possibly, I'm not sure.
I'm not giving you a look at dismissal. It's more like a look of recognition towards Mushroom to just be like, at least
And then
someone is here.
all right. So yeah.
Are you making eye contact with me? Ew.
So which?
I'm just starry-eyed. I'm just starry-eyed, like a 5-year-old starry-eyed kid. So
Sure, makes sense. Which season appeals more to the very posh, very fancy, very beautiful mushroom? Autumn or summer?
Oh, definitely summer. Because that the glisten of sheen in the summer makes mushroom really pop.
Exactly. So, yes, there was a spoon for each season, and you take in the summer one, you drink of the red sauce, and you feel yourself change. Still beautiful, still glamorous, but now your skin is tougher. Your energy, you feel connected to the other Pissassins. For a moment, you feel the source within you, change. You feel at one with the other Pissass assassins, and then you naturally you change. You're different. You're stronger. You're a true Pizzassin. And, there should be a party for you. There should be a party for you. But there is war, as you can see in the distance, as you are brought into the map room, the spiritual leader, Papa John of the Pizzassins or Creed. These jokes are so good. You get multiple laughs each time.
I like how now Aziz and Mehdi are both going to catch up on all of the jokes, and we're getting them for the second time.
it still
Oh my
hurts.
God.
It's like
Don't
old
worry.
pizza.
I love it.
I don't know why I didn't assume that this would not be peppered with pizza buns. Like I don't know why I didn't come in.
I've already
expecting
used
that.
peppered.
I
Okay,
really
no.
should have.
Okay. And speaking of arrivals, we have the last but definitely not least, we have Aziz. Aziz is here, and I'm adding Aziz to the thing as soon as I can find you.
We have no technical issues so far.
No technical issues at all. It is perfect.
It is super smooth. This is how we are professionals.
We are professionals. We've done this before. We swear. Hoard of Tales, don't get rid of us. Please. There we go. You're here. We're doing it live, people. We're doing it live.
I mean, daylight savings, never heard of her.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. So, yes, we have. Da-da-da.
Midnight Queen, yes.
I felt so bad about screwing up the time, but I'm really glad Aziz that you also screwed up the time.
No,
The reason I didn't screw it up was because I
Don't feel
asked
as
to be
bad.
sure.
No comments.
I just came
Oh
out of the
wow!
I just reached
Yeah,
home
no,
early.
I did not.
Oh.
I'm
did
so
I screw it
sorry,
up or did
everybody,
Gurgaon
to
screw it up
keep you all waiting.
This is on me. This is 100% on me. But
No,
yes,
it's not.
we are
It's
glad.
it's not on you.
It's not.
is.
Like it's just that I saw the 8:30
I'm
and then
fine-
despite
I'm
seeing all the
fine
other
to blame
7:30s.
I think
All
we
right.
should all blame Chug. I think that's the right approach.
No, Chirag has set up this wonderful game for us based on my hit funny tweet. So
It was a hit tweet. Yes, definitely. So in a way, all right. So now, we have described 3 of the incredible toppings, but the last, definitely not least, Pizzassin, waiting to drink of the sauce in the Great Kiln, this religious center of the Pizzassin order, where toppings are reforged into pizza. We have the last mysterious one, who I have not labeled because people keep changing their names. So, Assis, tell us about your character, what they look like, and what kind of pizza topping they are.
So emerging from, I assume, some bit of shadows and firelight is
Yes.
a very layered, slightly leafy looking creature. And you see an artichoke, not an overripe artichoke, like very light green, almost like beige. Though oddly enough, the tips of her, what do you call them?
That's one of
Leaves?
the great mysteries.
Heart? I don't know. But her tips are oddly
I
kind
think
of
it's
The
hard.
artists.
Hard sounds right.
Yeah, they're slightly blonde. And you don't know why.
90% sure that's
And
not
she's
right.
wearing
but-
sunglasses. And this is the artichoke.
Yep, we have
Oh
artichoke.
no!
Uh,
And we lost artichoke.
no, artichoke's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you not see artichoke? Can you not hear artichoke?
I
I
can
can
see
see. I
artichoke.
can see.
No.
Oh,
Am I out?
it's happening again.
Happening again!
Let's
Happening
go. No technical issues. Let's
No,
No
go.
technical issues.
It's
No
the
technical-
same bug.
Oh, I can't see your geometry now, by the way.
Oh no.
Yeah, let me
Uh,
just refresh then, eh? Because
Yeah.
maybe that's
Could you
what it
refresh
is.
Matrix? While
Yeah,
I
yeah.
introduce yes. So artichoke has arrived and drinks from the great bowl, the great red sauce that connects all of the Pizzassin's order. Yes, some imbibe of different sources, but this is the one Pizzassin's order is most known for. You drink from it with the special spoon, which represents the season of autumn, the season of fall. What is what artichoke thinking as as they're like drinking, as they feel they've joined the Pizzassin's creed, the Pizzassin's order? What's going to her mind?
Um, I mean, there's 2 things running in Artichoke's mind. On one hand, she is thinking about how, this is finally how she's going to be able to set things right, and make Flavor Town a great place again. And the other thing she's thinking is, what kind of season is fall? That the only good season is oregano.
Hey,
Uh,
God dang. That was both funny and also attacking all the Indian people watching. I'm glad you chose violence today.
I mean, assassins for a reason.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, you've taken that. You have your very strong opinion on seasoning, which is good. As you look out, you're taken to the map room, where the spiritual head of the Pizzassin's creed, the Pizzassin order, Papa John, looks at you and points out into the distance. As we said before, the fast food and the Kingdom of Burger has arrived with their various forces. You can see them on the streets, and like points at the map where you can see scattered across the 12 sectors of the circular city, just fries all over the place. The occasional nugget forces, as you can see, just like little miniatures have been like put all around. And you go,
Since Savala is short, he's just going to climb over the ledge and just like perch over there.
and you can see all of them. They are a great force, and as they take more over the city, the White Castle has arrived, and they are causing greater problems. Normally, we would be able to take we would try and bring together and defeat their forces, but many of ours are distracted with the hunt for the clown, such as, and he looks, the grave actions of Pepperoni Senior. But one of our great allies has been taken, has been kidnapped, the mayor of Flavortown. And so
Artichoke is going to look very sad suddenly. Like,
I'm just like, what?
Savala's eyes are tearing up. It's not going to be good for a while.
I know this is distressing news.
Yeah,
But
this is very distressing news.
Yes.
He might explode in a while, but he's trying to hold it in.
Be strong, Savala. Even I can't. It's getting to Papa John as well.
We got him. We
I
did it.
think
It's getting to him. I takes it. Like, so that is why this mission, it's both a rescue and and if needs be, this is why you have been assigned your pizza cutters. And he points over to one section of the great city, the section that is referred to as Flavortown, even though it is part of a larger city, just that kind of neighborhood. As you can see, it has been taken over by one of the smaller gangs that have allied themselves with the Kingdom of Burger, infamously called Burger Club. As they
Artichoke is going to like be seething with anger. Like she's just going to interrupt Papa John. Like, I will never forgive Burger Club for what they did to the mayor.
Exactly. We think the information is still there. Their forces are still around this thing. So we must go down and take down the leader of Burger Club, but also find out what they know, but where they are holding the mayor of Flavortown. This is why we need you four to work together to find out the information and then enact Pizzassin justice. But we must
Understood,
move
Papa
quickly.
Mentor.
Papa John, but I appreciate the sentiment, Savala. So,
But you're still Mentor.
Do
The-
we know
the
how many
father
of them
here-
there are?
a Burger Club, too many to take down in a fight. There are many of the gang centered around the neighborhood. However, there are. Sorry, Artichoke?
There's so many that they've gone all over Flavortown. First they came for the diners, then they attacked the drive-ins, ultimately even the dives before this
Dives.
kidnapped mayor.
Just a look of disdain over Pepperoni's face, just like,
Uh,
I've grown weak.
This one. Savala's just oblivious to all things. He's just like there existing.
He points down on this fact. Now, as we said, this section of town is where they are most active. We believe there's more activity going on there. So, but thankfully, we have an expert on the area. Looks at Artichoke. Now, you know this part of town, and you know Burger Club better than any of the other recruits. So, we're going to need your assistance, your guidance to lead the rest of your team, your 4 seasons. Like points to all 4 of you. Thank you. That is how we arrange our Pizzassin recruits into 4 groups, 4 seasons.
sure.
I will accept this task.
A quarta
Not for
stagione.
Winter has
I mean, I
arrived
don't
indeed.
think they can do without me, so
Yes.
Yay, it's spring.
Yay, spring. So, we're going to need you all to come up with a plan and also to determine where in Flavortown they might be holding up. The leader of Burger Club might be holding up and taking over and holding the mayor. Artichoke, you have the table and steps aside.
I say, look, Mayor Guy Fieri.
Mhm.
That's one word, Guy Fieri.
One word.
He's very recognizable. They have to be hiding him somewhere. somewhere nobody can see, nobody could have got sight of him. It must be at the deep dish.
Ah, deep
What do we
dish.
know about Guy Fieri? I never heard of him.
Usually hangs around the frosted tips, from what I recall, but
Ah,
Yes. He is our noble mayor of Flavortown, but he was also a
Oh.
patron of the Frosted Tips.
ah,
But he has a very funny mustache.
when you find something that works, you just stick with it. It's so difficult to find a hairstyle that works for you.
He must.
No, the Great Mayor's hairstyle works for everyone, and I like bow my head a bit to
It
show like my
really
own
does.
Frosted Tips. Like,
I try to check, but all it's like this, like like the Korean hairstyle right now for me. So basically, it's just like hair down, and like Savannah's trying to like look up, but it's just like frayed.
Excellent. So, all right. Well, he must be very deep in the deep dish then, because as we've established, he is a very recognizable figure with his unique frosted tips style hairstyle alone. So, we'll be sending you down there to one of our secret spots in there, in the area, and from there you'll be coordinating to find and rescue the mayor of Flavortown and avenge him. Yeah. Now remember the rules. Yeah. Remember, Pizzassin order. We do not slice the innocents. We remain hidden, and we do everything we can to preserve the integrity of the Pizzassin's creed. Do not lose sight of that. Now,
you were right
Never
when you said
compromise
it
the
was.
preservation. Sorry,
Go on.
never compromise the preservation of fruits and vegetables.
Yes, you said it was a rescue mission. You're correct. It's a rescue mission for the Order. That is what we are truly rescuing here. We cannot survive a war like this on all these fronts without adhering to one another.
agreed. Well put, Pepperoni.
Will we have to touch anybody except for the mayor? Because ew.
You could be a fun guy.
We're assassins now. Our hands will be
Miguel.
covered in sauce at all times.
Ugh. Ugh. Okay. I suppose I've never had to buy tactical accessories, but I suppose it might be an interesting challenge.
Hey, I just show you the Alfredo sauce that's on me as well. I'm like, we'll need this just as much as we will need all the other sauces. We will have our own uses.
That's what I'm used to. Thank you.
Excellent.
Let's sit back.
So, with that information, you guys head off secretly to the spot in Flavortown, which is a smaller secret area where you can basically come, hide out, and where some equipment has been set for you. It's not much. The Pizzassin's creed, the order has kind of diminished a little bit. They don't have as much influence as they did before. It's small. It's not even a shed. At best, you would call it a hut. Yeah.
Reduced to this.
Every 5 minutes, every a few seconds, I'd be like, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?"
Once we happen upon the hut, the look of absolute disgust on Motto's face is not something that is well hidden. She doesn't even try to hide it.
I will look at her
So
and just be like,
disgusted.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, I know it's not much room, but we'll have to make do.
We have to make do.
Ugh.
We have to make do indeed.
Okay. So, as you guys are in there, what is your, and you're in this like small area, you can see, you managed to get there pretty secretly in there, but it is pretty far from like the large part of Flavor Town. But you can see in the distance walking around in like large, big like street jackets, some mixture of helmets. You can see various members of various members of the Burger Club walking about. You can see mostly the fries, small fries as they're like walking about, just causing trouble, causing havoc, bullying the little people. There are definitely some burgers there, the big bruisers, but you have most of the time they're just little fries, but large ones will probably have like a burger with them, and of course, Savala, you do see on occasion, mixed in with the fries, there is an onion, just like one who's gone through the frying process. There's always a
It's
surprise.
going to be a little bit of let down, because that's not what the onion is supposed to be breaded around, like a couch potato. It doesn't seem nice.
Yeah, it feels well. Yeah. Do you feel sympathy? Do you feel anger? What's going through Savala's mind?
Bit of both, because most of what Savannah is totally known for is through their families and how they have dedicated their lives to get burned and turn into sweet sauces. So, and to be seen to be just breaded around by something else like a fast food joint doesn't feel fair.
I'll put my hand on Zambala's shoulder and be like,
You can only reach my head because you'll have to bend for getting my shoulder.
it's fine. My leaves are leaves. What do you call a section of an artichoke?
Chokes
Thorns.
and arties.
Yes, my arties are flexible. When I say
Hey,
it is truly sad. I've heard the Burger Club has a whole system where they get onions out from one city and into their control. It's a truly terrifying onion ring.
It's not.
This used to be a very nice neighborhood, you all know. Oh, it's this lawless place. Wasn't like this when the order was at its peak. You could fly at the
All
side
of
of
you,
pizza. Oh,
sorry, but all of you will feel like a little bit of burn in their eyes as a tear drops from my eyes.
so what do you guys? You're in Flavor Town, but like on the outskirts of Flavor Town. You believe that here is somewhere in the deep dish, but how are you guys planning? What's your plan? What are you guys gonna do to try and get
there's
him?
always the rooftops.
I can stay with the crowd. I'm tiny. I can go anywhere.
Crowd is lawless, but you can start a brawl.
We could
Us
We
hide in
could
plain
use
sight. I'm an onion, so there are onions around as well. So
Just
we could
we
use you as a
could push
distraction
past the
and
crowd, but that would involve
kidnap one of
touching
the fries.
distraction. Oh, you can just roll me on the floor. I would cause a distraction anyway. What do you want? A temper tantrum? My mama's missing. My dad has left for milk but never came back. These are very good reasons for me to cause a distraction.
I believe we were told to not draw any kind of attention. These are not the only enemies we have. We are at war with many joints, so to speak. Don't want the burger crime families to come in along with the monarchy now, do we?
Fair
Then
enough.
maybe the
But
rooftop
if you need a
ticket.
Perhaps
distraction,
we
just let me
should
know.
ask. Maybe
Sorry.
we should ask first where the mayor is being held,
Um,
and then we can decide the best way to infiltrate it.
If we know it is around the deep dish at least, we can get close and ask around once we are close. Asking around on the outskirts does not really give us
Hold on.
current information.
Then why don't we just head in? Who's going to stop us? A mushroom is just as good at topping a burger as it is a pizza. So I think I can get us in.
When you say that, like pepperoni actually looks a little disgusted that you would even consider something like that.
Well, it's good to blend.
Everybody wants me, and it would be silly to assume that people didn't.
You agree with Mushroom Lady. They say they go pretty well.
You are pizza toppings.
It still goes well
It is where we belong.
as well. So they wouldn't find us suspicious.
As you
I think-
will.
Except for you, pepperoni.
Okay,
You're weird on a burger.
you can just stick around the walls and just keep an eye on us if something goes bad.
Though it's turning sour now. Fine. Do as you wish then.
All right. So you're gonna try just trying to chat up some of these small fries and maybe try and just talk your way to get to deep dish, or at least find out deep dish is where the mayor is being held.
I think so. Yeah, I think the idea is to kind of try and make it into closer into the center of the city with not so much
Yeah.
attention drawn to us, and talking our way through might be the best.
Sure.
Like, I'll keep an eye out for specific ingredients
So,
that seem
with
to have
regards
like
to
cross sides.
stats,
Yeah. So we have your stats.
so
Mushroom.
my stats, my highest is sweet,
Yep, that makes
which I
sense.
assume
Oh, same.
is the
Yeah.
talkie stat.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, let me just explain for the audience so they understand how twisted I am. Instead of going with the standard fate skills or their approaches, I went with 5 skills: sweet, salty, savory, sour, and bitter. Sweet is, sweet, being able to chat people up, talk people up, just be like talking, but also understanding high society. You can hang with a McFlurry. You understand how the McFlurry gets made, and yeah, so that's more or less with sweet. Salty is more keeping people a bit more distant, more people, man of the earth kind of thing, people of the earth kind of vibe. Savory is all about the protein. Natural hunters doing parkour. Anything that you need some meat for is savory or umami. Sour, it's in the ancient world of fruit. It's a little odd. It's almost like sour magic is not really very well known. It's a bit odd in the Pizzassin's creed, but they are aware of it. And of course, bitter is the act of poisons, skullduggery, being a rogue. Like those kind of like behaviors is very bitter behavior. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but that is what the Pizzassins are all about. So I think you're wanting to chat someone up, charm someone, trying to find out information would probably be sweet. I imagine. Are you looking for a specific kind of person? You're like looking for someone who looks like they're in charge? Okay. Pepperoni, you also want to chat someone up?
Yeah. Essentially, I'm not looking for like someone in charge. I'm looking for someone who has very clearly like switched sides over to these people. Like someone who used to at least know us to a certain degree. So if I can find someone like that, I want to kind of strong arm them with some disdain and superiority to tell me where.
Okay, so you're looking for someone who has switched sides to Burger Club, not someone who's like being oppressed by Burger Club. Yeah. Well, most obvious. So that's most obvious one would be a member of the Onion Ring. They're the most likely one, the most obvious one. They're not, a lot of the small fries. They're clearly from out of town. The way they talk with their put upon accent, they'll be like, "Hey, hello, we came to beg a club. Who wants to hang out with us?" Yes. You want a piece? There's always one more in the packet.
Disgusting.
Truly. So that's them. But yeah, and you see.
Amala's just going to sit on the bench and eavesdrop, but it's basically like if someone talks to them, it will be like I'll be just recounting the tales of my past to them, like being an onion farmer and stuff like that.
Sure, that makes sense. Mushroom, are you also looking for someone like that, or are you looking for someone who's a bit more?
No, I'm looking for
class?
someone who is very much in charge.
Okay.
My main goal is to hit the low-hanging fruits who will be roaming around. So that will be a point of entry. So that is my target.
So just like are you looking for people who are like part of them, or just like maybe someone who's not part of the club who might have just seen something?
Just an entry point. So someone who will be like workers or cleaners and stuff like that, or something.
Sure.
Something of that sense.
Sure,
because
that
they
makes
are a fast food chain.
I like it. All right. So I guess in that case, those are easy to find. Enough to find. Mushroom, you're looking for a big patty. That's what you're kind of one of the big patties.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely in that case, you can definitely find them. Larger ones who are like bossing around the other ones. How are you dressed in a certain way? You're dressed in finery. You're not dressed like an assassin.
No, I'm definitely like something closer to a cocktail dress, like very impractical.
I mean, have you really been to Flavor Town if you haven't gone there in a cocktail dress?
Yeah, it is very definitely not a tactical piece of it.
It's a different kind of tactics. Assis is back. What?
That's never
This
happened.
economy? Never heard of it. Okay, let me make sure that you're visible on screen. Are you still with us? Nikhil has disappeared completely.
He said BRB, I believe.
Oh no.
There we go. That's all right. So we'll come back to him when he comes. Artichoke, were you? The team has basically kind of like made plans to kind of like chat and talk to specific individuals to get information. Why don't you tell us what exactly Deep Dish is? Is it a big club? Is it a cavern where people are like hiding that split under the city? Is it the sewer system? Is it a big mansion? What is the Deep Dish?
I think the deep dish is more like a kind of elite type black market, like not one with a bunch of vendors kind of roaming around. It's this very secure and contained area where you can do some just really illegal trades, or you can keep like secure lockers with things, and which is why presumably there's like some safes there that are not easy to access.
Exactly. And that's where someone in the deep dish might know, would probably know where they would store Mayor Guy Fieri, one word.
Yeah.
All right, good. So that's going fair. That's that. So while everyone's like chatting with specific individuals, are you also going to be chatting, or are you going to be like observing or hiding?
I would like to just kind of I want to chat, but very like I want to kind of basically try to just kind of blend in and just seem like I'm chatting with a lot of people, while attempting to find like a fry who seems susceptible enough to be worth kidnapping.
Got it. Okay, you're looking for that. That makes sense. Okay, gonna come to that. That's pretty good. Just
Bagging
blending
your
in.
fries?
Yeah, got a pack of fries. Let's start off. Let's start off with Let's start with some fancy talk. You find a big patty. Just like chat with some other ones. You're coming in glamorous in your cocktail dress, right, Mushroom?
Oh yeah.
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 So he sees you before you arrive, and he just like he can't keep his sesame seeds off you.
As he shouldn't. I look
Yeah.
amazing.
What's a fine cat?
I'm putting that on server codes.
Oh, I made it onto the server! Yay! Yeah.
So I'll saunter up to this giant patty.
Yeah. If your character is he is about how in human terms, like in feet, how tall would you say your character is?
I would say I'm fairly statuesque, I think, but still like maybe an inch or two shorter than like the average dude who could be considered a tall dude.
Yeah. This is a double patty, so he is maybe
Oh
half a
wow!
foot taller
Okay.
than you, maybe a bit more.
Amazing.
Yeah. So like he's like very impressed, and like the fries make space for you as you like I've got to try Irish. I don't know if we'll get there. I don't know where in mind, but we'll get there. Like,
Fingers.
hey, lassie, aren't you? Aren't you? What you're a nice tall can of soup.
Oh my god! Amazing. She kind of flutters her eyelashes, mushroom lashes, and this, well, I was looking for someone that would be well done in these parts to give me some information, and you look like you know, well, everything.
Yeah.
And she kind of says that last word fairly lasciviously.
And like, well, I am quite well done. And then like one of the fries like, boss, you told me you were medium. Gets punched straight into a wall. I was like, yeah. Well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
My
That's
God, he's dead.
incredible.
Yeah.
I know everybody tends to prefer a medium rare patty, but I have always preferred medium to well done. And she reaches over and
Yeah.
strokes the curve of his patty.
Yeah. Oh, you went through for the patty, not even the buns. Fair enough. You gotta
Why
ask
does
before you touch someone's buns.
This feels dirty, and I don't know why.
Because you're doing.
Okay. They're like, yeah. And he's like, very like, he's smiling, big burger smile. Roll for sweet to like see if you can, and like to get what you want out of this one. I assume you would have would you have a stunt for this? I think you probably have a stunt for chatting someone up. I think Alfredo.
That's for
Okay.
talking to other
Oh,
high
we didn't
society
add
people.
that.
Yeah.
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 And
but,
I assume this dude's like a general or someone fancy.
he's trying to be fancy, so it would apply in this situation.
Oh,
Right.
He thinks he's fancy. Yeah. Like,
That's what.
How do I
He has a tie.
roll from the
He has a
20 truck?
yeah, you should be able to, if you click on sweet, like if you like hover over it in the middle, where it says where it gets highlighted, you should be able to click, and yeah.
And
And
then
we'll
I
add-
add a +1 for my stunt.
+2 from your stunt.
+2.
Let's see what you get. Da-da-da.
4, great.
Yeah, immediately he's just like, he like adjusts his tie, like, yeah, I mean, everyone likes rare, so I mean, like, if everyone likes rare, it's not really rare anymore. That's common, That's just common.
That is very true. You are so smart.
Yeah.
I heard that you have been put in charge of some very important business.
So important, like you have no idea how important they are.
Is the Mayor of Flavortown part of a roster? That's just what the word on the street is. But even I was like, no, there's no way someone that important and famous would be kept as a prisoner. But then someone else was like, no, you know what? If anyone could do it, it would be the giant patty. So
I mean, yeah, way. Of course it can happen. Of course it can happen. I mean, definitely I was there putting him there. Even as we were getting him, he said, I really bought the flavor to Flavor Town. You could tell he's lying about that part, but he's definitely knows. He definitely knows something. And he's the other fights are like a little bit comfortable, but yeah, this guy definitely knows a lot. He's very amenable. It's like, I definitely know all about Mayor of Flavor Town. Yeah, definitely. I'm even seeing. Yeah, I even saw him this morning.
oh, where did you see him? I thought he was like in prison. Like I didn't think anyone was allowed to see him.
Yeah, but he's not going to be in prison for much longer. I know he immediately realized he shouldn't have said that. Yeah, we don't have to talk about that. Let's talk about you. So are you porcini? Are you truffle?
You know what?
Shiitake?
Why don't we go for dinner tonight? And I can tell you all about my mushroom ancestry, and and in the
Roots.
meanwhile, why don't I meet you somewhere interesting? Where are you guys holding
Yeah.
the mayor? I'll meet you there tonight.
Yeah. He's very tempted. We're going to go away from this person who's fetishizing fungi, and we go over to Ronnie. You're going after someone who might have been part of the order or been very close to it. So I think you're aiming for some onions, for an onion ring.
Mhm.
Trying to like maybe grab it when it's by itself. Do you want to bring? Are you bringing Sawala with you? Or are you gonna let Sawala do the?
No,
My daddy's left for the milk.
No, so I believe Savannah was trying to talk to like cleaners and stuff, so I'm gonna let them do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like, a different slice and go for this.
Sure. Are you trying to just like grab him like while he's walking about? Are you trying to like sneak up to him and just have a convo? What are you trying to do?
Yeah, like if he's kind of like on his own, I'll kind of like sneak up a little behind him and just very like clearly like putting the difference in our position, but also a very gentle but menacing hand on his shoulder.
Yeah. So yeah, you see him as he's just saying like, yeah, bonjour, what you guys said. Yeah, definitely. I'm one of you. Yeah. And then you'll be like grab
Hi.
like oh God. Oh my yes.
Seem to have made quite a name for yourself here. Lots of new friends I see.
He's not turning around. He can like feel the pressure. Like, oh God.
What was your name again?
Tonian.
Onion.
You're one of the pepperonis, aren't you? Oh God! I don't want to die.
And perhaps you should start by not yelling. My ears are far more precious than to hear your yelling. Now, tell this to me. Some time ago, a little mare made his way through this place. He was taken into the deep dish, wasn't he?
He's definitely afraid of you. Question is he more afraid of like not fitting in? So I'm gonna need some kind of intimidation roll. Are you trying to like, manhandle, like be very like aggressive with him? That'd be kind of savory. If you're trying to like sort of otherwise like bitter would be kind of be like pulling up your assassin, kind of like do terrible things to you.
If I am like strong arming him a bit, can I say like I kind of gleam my pizza cutter at him a bit to be like, I mean business?
Sure, I'll allow that, but that does mean that'll give you the I'll give you the plus. I'll give you +2 to that, but it does mean that on a potential failure, it could be someone else sees the pizza cutter.
Oh, then no.
Yeah.
I'll just go with the +3 from my suite then and try to talk to him while being intimidating.
I think this is probably savory because like sweet is like
Yeah,
you're charming
that
someone.
works.
This is you're scaring somebody. This is more like
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so let's go with let's roll. We got this.
All right. I'm afraid.
He's afraid.
Okay.
Yeah, still good. So you've got him, and he's like, "Look, I only joined recently. Like, I mean, the burger club's in town. You can't mess with burger club. But it's, I mean,
Are
look,
you telling me what I cannot and can do?
I wouldn't dream of it. No, I wouldn't dream of telling a pepperoni what they can or cannot do.
Then how about you let me worry in what I mess with and what I don't, friend, and simply answer the questions that I am asking to you.
Okay, look, look. All I know is like wherever he is, wherever the mayor is, they're moving him. All I know is they're moving him to the White Castle by end of day. For he's he's getting taken away. He's the final takeaway.
Ah.
Please, that's all I know.
Looking at him, is he clearly like, yeah, that's all he knows?
It feels like he would tell you more. Like he's about to like, I'll tell you anything. I'll tell you my mother's made that name. And it's like no one likes a wet onion ring, and he's getting a bit soggy.
I just kind of look at him like, pull him a little closer, like seeing that he's clearly like done with information.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a great life with the Order. You've been with the pizzas. You could have been where you belonged. And what did you do? Covered yourself in all this shit and bread. And
Yeah.
now look at you. Saying bonjour like you don't even know what that means.
I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. How are you?
Disgust me. If you get soggy, you little onion ring, see if you can perhaps repent and make your way back to the good graces of the Order.
Mhm.
Or a pizza cutter might find you in the night, and who knows what happens after that. Pepperonis have very slippery hands, you know. And I can just let him go.
As you let him go, he literally just starts rolling like a hula in fear. Not
like-
even towards the French
I
fries,
do
just someone else's
this
belly.
to get like the breading off my hands, almost like in disgust.
All right.
Yeah.
So you have an idea of if you don't get him, where he'll be taken away, like by sundown. So Walla, you're trying to talk to some more of the like ordinary people, see if they're what kind of information you're trying to get out.
I'm just going to look lost, like as if I'm not somewhere I'm supposed to be. So I'll take my foot down with my hair all messed around, just looking around, shaking my legs. But I'm also trying to eavesdrop wherever I can.
Okay, so you're just trying to like eavesdrop and listening. You're not trying to ask people specific questions.
If they come towards me, I'll just look very appealing because I'm like a chubby onion.
Okay, so are you trying to look like a lost child?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lost child sitting on a bench.
Yeah. Okay. Roll either sweet or salty. Your call. Salty is like you're trying to appeal to like common man, trying to like blend in and listen in. Sweet is like, please help me. I'm a little onion boy.
All right. 1 second. Can't seem to roll for some reason. It's can go with sweet, but I can't seem to roll. Got it. Yeah, working now.
Hey, what did you get? 2. Okay. As you're with a 2, you're like looking there. You're looking, you're looking kind of lost, and just trying to like trying to get some attention, and you just like see a large, you hear a large figure kind of like approaching you. So like you hear like the sound of like liquid liquid churning as you see this like large figure, the straw like trying to look down you as this large milkshake just like coming down. It's like, how, like, oh, are you? It's like, are you okay, little onion?
Mommy said she'll be back. It's been how many sunrises? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sunrises. Yeah,
Oh, don't
you'll be
worry.
back.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I could take you. Yeah. It's like, do you need to go somewhere? Are you hungry? I could take you somewhere where we're all be. Wait. Yeah. I have a special. Yeah.
Mommy said not to trust strangers. What should I do to make you trust me? Or should I trust you back? I don't know.
Don't worry. I've got a great yard for all the boys to be safe.
You look like a creep.
Yeah, he is 100% a creep. It's
No,
like,
I
don't
did not say
worry.
that because I'm like a kid. Because
Yeah. It's 100%. This guy is giving big creepy vibes. It's like, oh, it's fine. It's a nice, safe place. It's called the Deep Dish. Don't worry about it.
it's okay. I just want to make friends. Do you want to sit with me and we'll talk about my mom, how beautiful she is, and do you know where I can meet my father? He said he would be at the burger joint. He said he needs to be breaded.
No, I'm sure your father. I'm sure I did meet your father. Yeah, didn't he tell you he went to meet me? He went to get me, didn't you? Didn't he tell you that? A lot of boys
give
miss
me
fathers go to meet me, and it's a long trip.
Yeah, they prefer more ripe onions than me. So I'm just too fresh.
Yeah. Give me what's it called? Yeah. There's a lot of people like wondering about. Give me what's a good role for this? Give me a bitter role to kind of or salty to kind of like figure out what this guy's vibe is. But yes, he's a creep. But like, what's the goal here? And
Let's
again,
see.
I'm aware of Vines and Nails. It's not what you're thinking. I know what it
It's
sounds
average
like.
of 1.
It's not what you're thinking.
It's average of 1.
You're like, this guy could be, he's definitely grabbing. He's definitely grabbing people for the black market for the deep dish, which is what happened to Guy Fieri. So there is a chance, but also you could just stab him. You feel like that. On the other hand, yeah, you don't know why he's talking to you, and like you're like saying your mom, and then he's like, you could feel he's about to like, as he's like talking to you, you see someone off in the distance, and a little cauliflower woman who's like cleaning up her store with like the glass thing, and she's like saying, "Hey, get away from him! Get away from him! We don't like milkshakes around here." And like she's trying to like, it looks like she wants to like get rid of this.
Oh,
like,
no, he's a friend. He's a good friend. He told me where my daddy is.
he don't know where your daddy is. He don't even know where who his daddy is. Get out! Hey! Yeah. It's like, my daddy's okay. He's just broken. He's just broken. I just like he's like being shoved out of by this cauliflower woman.
Do you know where your daddy is, mister?
Are you talking to the cauliflower woman or to the milkshake?
Yeah.
Man. It's like, yeah, I know where my daddy is, and he would have told and he would have told me better than that. Who are you looking for, kid? Just like the milkshake guy is like going off scared off.
My daddy went to this fast place joint. He said he's going to meet Guy Fieri, but he's not come back yet. He's gone with my mom as well, but my mom has not been here for 4 sunrises, and my dad has not been here for 2 sunrises.
Oh. He looks at you and like, I'm sorry, kid. They've been grabbing ever since the mayor went away. We've been lucky to, this place has gone downhill ever since the mayor was taken. And it all happened, it all happened because some last time, it's like, I'm really sorry, kid. I don't know where your dad is, but yeah, everything went bad since the mayor got betrayed.
Oh, why did they betray him?
I don't know. Someone he trusted lured him in somewhere. He's a big, this big guy. He came from out of town, but he trusted him. I just they call him Big.
Ooh,
They called him Big Red. They got along because they had colored tips.
oh,
Mhm.
then I don't want to meet someone with her Guy Fieri leather. He's so chubby like me. He's my role model.
Yeah.
And I want to have hairs like him. And as I do this, my hair just goes up and just falls down. See?
It's very cute, kid. You want to come in out of the? Yeah, you want to come in out of the cold or anything?
Is there mushroom lady over there? Because she looks nice.
There is a. You can see the mushroom lady chatting up Big Patty.
Ooh, she has fancy. Who's that beefy looking man?
Oh, that's one of the that's one of the goons that started working with Big Red.
Oh, he knows my dad then, right?
I wouldn't. She can't stop you if you're gonna run off after. It's like
No, I'm trying to get as much information as I can from her, from
this
the
woman?
locals.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. Yeah, he helped grab Fieri. Was very sad when they grabbed him yesterday,
So,
like just in the middle of the street.
what is this deep dish that the mill guy was talking about? It looks like a big fun pool to swim around.
It's not. It's just what they call when people want to sell things they don't want other people that you're not supposed to buy. Like things that
Are
are
my friends there? I've lost this friend of mine. He's like big, yellow, has storms. He has spiky hair. Like we both are like fans of Guy Fieri, so he also got like spiky hair as well.
I don't really know if I said like, look, just stay out of there. Just avoid the anything you've heard about deep dish or Mr. Schofield. Okay, just avoid all of that.
Okay. Is he also like Guy Fieri's head? Or is he a fan as well? So I can run away.
I thought they were friends, but you don't know who you can trust. Oh God,
I can trust you.
Oh, you can feel her heart melt. We go over to Artichoke. Artichoke, you're just like blending into the crowd or looking for someone to grab. You're also like aware of these other conversations that are going around. Like you kind of see. You want to still like try and grab somebody, or you want to join in with one of these conversations you guys have?
No, I really want like a fry who's seeming like not into it.
Who's like not into the conversation, or who seems not into Burger Club?
That not into burglar. Like he just seems kind of bored and like not satisfied. I want to just like kind of approach the nearest, not like outright grab him, but like approach him kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like yeah, you notice one of them that looks a little different from the others. A little almost like a completely different kind of fry. Like he wears the jacket, but it looks a little uncomfortable. You can see like a little shades of he's wearing some red and gold underneath his jacket, but he definitely like stands out a little bit. He's not even putting on the accent like the other people are. Like, yeah, what do you say? Whatever you say, mate. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, that sounds great. So yeah, he's like very distant. Are you trying to like just grab him, lure him away? What are you trying to do?
No, I'm just gonna like kind of approach him to the side. I'll be like, do you like working for Burger Club?
He's like, yeah. He's like, think I work for Burger Club? I like, think I work for these fucking assholes?
I mean, Burger Club, Burger King, White Castle, aren't they all the same?
You vegetables think you know everything. No, fuck no. Absolutely not. Nah, they're all just pretenders. Nah. Like Lean says, like the real one in charge is the clown. Like, listen, nobody does
and
that.
do you think the clowns
Every
any better?
what'd you say?
Do you think the clowns any better?
For fries, you can't get better fries than with the clown.
I lean in real close to him. I'm like, look,
Mhm.
they don't treat you well. Do you see what's happened to Flavortown since they came here? These people don't want you. They don't respect you. You're just a side to them. Here, under Flavortown, in the order, we all get to be topics.
That's very inspiring. What stat do you think that would be to kind of like inspire? I feel salty, but I can be persuaded to other stuff.
I would love for Salty. Salty is fine with me.
All right, so we're gonna go roll salty. You got any stunts that would apply here? See.
I don't
No,
think any of my stunts will apply.
no, they don't apply. But if you want, all right, let's roll. Let's see how we.
I'll just do
Let's see how-
Salty.
All right, he's gonna roll against you because he.
Yeah.
Let's see how he does. Come on.
Where's my roll? Where did my roll go?
Wait.
Ouch. Oh no, wait, that's not too bad.
Okay, what you get?
See, 3. No, 2. Yeah.
You got a 2. He got 1. So he is leaning that way. Like he's kind of leaning that way. But if you want to spend a fate point to succeed with style by invoking an aspect, you could, you might be able to get a lot, either a lot out of him or what you want out of him. What do you want out of him?
Oh, I'll do the roleplay before I spend the fate point. I think. I basically like I look at him and say, look, you can be whatever you want at Flavor Town under the order. You don't seem like you're the right cut for this kind of stuff. You're like we just need you to you help me with one thing. We need a man on the inside. I'm gonna, I know you're not sold on this, but I'm gonna trust you like heart to starchy interior.
Starch to starch.
Just-
I get it.
No, it's heart to starch.
Yeah.
Not a joke. uh and I'll be like, we just need someone on the inside to lend us a hand if needed, and once we're done, you're free to be whatever you want. You want to be on pizza, you be on pizza. You want to be a single fry alone, be a fry. Hell, you can be curly if you want.
You think I could be curly? And like he reaches up for his hair and it's like puts it down. Somewhat a little potato like me. I'm barely a tater tot.
Anyone can be curly if they want to. I guess the aspect I want to invoke is that like I'm a simple street vendor of Flavor Town.
Yeah, you
So
can
I'm
speak
kind
his
of just
language.
using like my experience as just being like I used to be a simple street vendor. So I know how it is, and life is okay in Flavor Town.
Yeah.
You can be what you want to be.
All right. You spend a fate point. And yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, fine. You need me to help you out. Just call on Curly. I'll be there. So you've got, if you need Curly, you can call him into a scene as long as it's happening somewhere in Flavor Town. Curly will show up one time.
Yes.
All right. Now you got Curly.
Hell yes.
Speaking about making friends, Mushroom. Yeah.
Oh God, I remember.
Yes. So yeah.
I am asking this big hunk of beef to meet me outside the prison tonight,
Uh,
where
he's like-
we might go for a moonlit stroll and dinner.
Sure. And it's like, I mean, yeah, it's fine if we meet tonight. That will at the place. That won't be an issue. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, let's meet at
Where is that? As you can tell, I don't.
You sure you don't want to be somewhere
Frequent.
fancier than Flavor
No,
Town?
you know what? Let me meet you there. I like being the prettiest in a room.
Cool.
And I'll definitely be the prettiest over
I bet. Yeah, it's like I bet you're the prettiest in a lot. Yeah, in a lot of rooms. Button.
there. And she kind of giggles girlishly at that.
Yeah. So it's like yeah. So we can go to Tangy's is a good place to eat. It's a
So
it's a cheesy.
the purpose of this is to
Yeah.
find out exactly where dude's being held. Like
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
intention.
he's pretty. He's like saying a place this evening should be fine in the evening, and he calls it's the cheesiest place in town. It's called Tang's, and he like gives you the location, but you don't actually know what Tang's is. You need to speak to someone
Sure.
who lives in Flavor
Sure.
Town. But yeah, he gives that place to me at the end of the day. He's like, yeah, it's fine. It's not going to be like an issue.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got
And
that.
that's all I wanted out of this interaction is confirmation that he was being held and where he was being held.
Yeah, so you got that kind of information. Pepperoni, was there anything else you wanted from you? Oh, you sent your onion ring flying. Sawala, anything you wanted from from the cauliflower or from?
I just want to see if I can still try to find some worker of sorts from the. Is cauliflower one of them? Would I identify that?
Well, she works here, but what information are you trying to get?
Trying to see if I can get into the burger place in the first place because I've never been there before.
To get
So
to the
sort of
what?
like survey. I just want to see how the kitchen works. To basically get the layout of the map, like pretending like a heist situation.
Well,
Just
yeah.
map out the zone.
Yeah, the thing is, they don't know which part of Flavor Town Guy Fieri is. The only one who knows is Mushroom, so you'd have to like find out about Tangs. So, yeah.
Sure.
So you all meet back up in your little hut to like share the information. So that's
So is it like it's like the outside of the hut, like the assassin logo, but is instead like a pizza slice?
Yeah. that well, no, they wouldn't put the symbol of it in a place obvious. But you go there, and you again, that red light you saw before, as you focus hard, you can see it glow in red. It's like a hidden symbol that only you guys can see.
A pizza slice.
With the symbol of the Pizzassin's Creed. You guys all meet up. You can all share your information. It's happening at Tang's, which cheesiest place in town. Artichoke can tell you, because Artichoke's based here, that it is literally it is a cheese farm where they literally take living the living cheese pieces. Like, cheese doesn't come from milk. That'd be absurd. It doesn't come from animals because animals don't exist. That'd be very odd. No, there's literal walking pieces of cheese that are like tamed down, big balls, and they are turned into cheese bits, which turn into special cheese.
That's hugely morbid.
I'm not
Very
sure how I
true.
feel about this picture in my head.
It's fine. The animals
This
are
is
fine.
like is way more metal than I thought it was.
Actually,
You
right?
crossed
Like,
elder
I
in-
didn't
elder means,
realize we'd be edging so close to cannibalism.
Like,
Animals.
what do you think you're gonna have for dinner?
Who are you gonna have for dinner?
Oh man,
No, the cheese animals.
Yeah.
that's
The
so
cheese animals
funny.
are just literally just like they are animals and non-sentient. You're not eating sentience. That would be wrong.
If you say so.
Don't
He had
do it.
toppings.
Yeah. No. Cheese is just like widely used. It's made from non-sentient creatures, and it's widely used. The burgers use it. The pizzas use it. Most people use it. Yeah, and they
So
come
I
in
think
different.
Mushroom has this kind of like, I can't believe he thought that would be an appropriate place to go. Do I look like I want to stuff my face with cheese?
Yeah.
On the
Who-
first.
Who'd want to go
Hey,
to a
some
date
of
to the
us are
cheese factory?
starving.
It's absurd.
Well, anyway, he's kind of cute, I guess. You know, for that.
Cheesy date.
I mean, he's quite meaty, so yeah.
He
that's-
certainly looked like he was full of protein.
I mean, I'm not actually going. We all know that, right? Like, I'm not actually going.
I think it's looking like we all have to go.
We let's go get the mayor and
Yeah.
leave because
They are
Yes.
going to be moving him to
Also, we
White
need
Castle.
to free the children. We need to free the children from the milkshake guy.
You're pretty sure the milkshake guy might. Actually, you don't know if the milkshake guy is
I
working.
wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't ask.
I
You
would.
wouldn't. Yeah.
I have a thing to do, but I'm just going to kill the milkshake guy. He seems like a creep that does not need to exist.
Stay on task. We have to
Okay.
give
We can
Mayor
kill
Guy
our
Fieri.
personal
One
targets later.
It's a
We
side
have,
order.
we have a mayor to rescue.
Yeah.
And luckily we have someone on the inside now.
If you need to blind someone, just roll me through next to them. That's fine.
Yes, we
if
should
they're
have
moving
before
him
they
to
move.
White Castle, they might try to execute him because the Patty said that he wouldn't be a prisoner for much longer.
But because it'll
But
be out
it
of
seemed
their
like he wasn't
hands.
supposed to say that, so
But if the execution is
They're
soon, why would the
on a
patty be at
clock.
times?
Do we know anything about this cornfield
Oh
guy?
no. I was trying to say that like he indicated that like Mir wouldn't be a prisoner for much longer, and that seemed to have slipped out. Like he wasn't supposed to say that, so it's not like people broadly know.
They might be planning to kill
So
the
we're
mayor
on
himself.
the clock essentially.
Yeah.
And I may have heard the potential mastermind being Mr. Cornfield, Whitefield.
Schofield.
Would I know what their deal is?
Schofield?
Yeah.
That would be a bitter roll to know about Schofield.
Oh well, that's not great for me. We'll try anyway.
Yeah.
Nope.
Do you want to invoke in any aspects?
Would the aspect of me being the successor of the pepperoni house work here? Because I should know
Pepperoni?
things.
Yes, 100%. What did you get? You got yeah,
0.
Okay. So yeah, you can add it to get a +2 for basic information, or you can spend 2 fate points, invoke something else, and you would get a lot of information about Mr. Schofield.
I'll get basic intel.
Sure. Mr. Schofield is somewhat known to the Pepperoni family because this is Mr. Schofield. They say Mr., but Schofield has never actually been met. He is just, you deal with him through interactions. He has a connection to all the chilies, the spices, all of them in town, including the chilies and spices that are a bit too dangerous. Like he has specific rankings, and he keeps his more dangerous chilies out of the common consumption, especially ever since the burgers have came into town. They've kind of been putting him a little bit out of business because they're like preventing him from selling his more expensive chilies. And they're like, the spiciest thing I can sell thanks to the king of burgers is mayonnaise, which is one of his like angry complaints. So he is an angry, he's an angry like. So he worked with the pepperonis obviously because you deal with the peppers, and like some of his like potions and things are like well known there. And by potions, they get a little spice in your step is good, a little too much, and it's essentially a poison. And so he's that kind of like alchemist sort of level. And he does operate kind of here. And he is also known, Artichoke would know, with that little bit of like info. Guy Fieri just loves a bit of spice in his flavor town. So he would probably you don't know what their exact connection is, but there probably is a connection between Schofield and Guy Fieri and whoever Big Red is.
But if that is the case, if the mayor is killed in transit to White Castle, wouldn't that essentially start a gang war between the groups?
It could.
Yeah.
You know that one of the reasons Flavortown hasn't like fought back against Burger is because they're holding their mayor hostage.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those kind of things. But if the mayor's retrieved, then you could like get this area to kind of like rise up, and you'd have a sort of safe spot to help the Pizzassins.
Well, do we want to infiltrate and try to retrieve our friend here, or do we wish to wait until he's out in the open before we try to grab him?
I think it's better we make haste.
But if you're in the open, that can cause big distraction, and and also no one can see that we take away a Guy Fieri. But problem is you can't see either.
But the other issue is what Artichoke was saying, that if there is a chance that the mayor might die before he even enters transit, yes?
That is true.
We have no idea when they will make the mayor burst with flavor, as they say.
It's weird that I'm drinking milkshake right now.
We should go to deep dish.
Let us go to him at the earliest.
Swing him right now.
Let us go to him at the earliest.
Let us go, indeed.
And try to spring him right now, because sort of weirdly he's kind of safest if he's just where he is right now. Like that's where he will be the safest. The second they start moving him is when the danger levels go.
You see, Samara's eyes just go bright again. So, is it going to be heist time? Is it going to be heist time?
In a way, I suppose, but yes.
I think so.
It can be the new Gardens 4, Gardens 11. I forgot what it was. Gardens 4 it is.
So we retrieve the mayor.
Yeah. So.
So.
And yeah.
So you guys are going to head over now to get the mayor from the cheese factory, also known as Tanks. You head there, and it's a very strange. It's a mixture of like old Victorian kind of like factory, mixed in with a menagerie zoo, as you can kind of like hear the mixture of like see cheesy fumes coming out the side. You can also like hear the sound like the various cheesy animals on the inside. You can hear cows on the inside. You can hear goats on the inside. You are pretty sure there's a tiger inside there, a very cheesy tiger. All various creatures there. The tiger has sunglasses. He's there for that bit of crunch. And various other ones. I will not stop. We're in too deep here. We're in too deep dish for me to stop now.
We're in the deep dish. The layers.
I would like to formally apologize to everyone for doing this.
It's too late.
We have crossed this level of extreme puns at this point right now.
Oh yeah. Social media is a gift and a curse. Most as for this is all thanks to social media.
And a curse.
Hey, don't stop. So you can see this like the large factory inside. This mixture of like various animals wandering about, as well as the various layers inside, just like taking and reformatting the cheese into the various like necessary sources of life that is being taken away, being pulled away in their carriages by these various and big bikes being taken by various small fry. Usually, it wouldn't just be small fry doing this factory. There would be various others. But no, now it is just now Burger Club's basically taken over this entire area, and they're funneling all the cheese basically for the patties. So you can like see this like massive one. You can see like the stone walls, which are like high, but not too high for parkour, and for various other tricks you might
What
have.
about for Savala though? Because Savala is not big.
That is true.
I would need support.
You would need.
I'll try to hold on to the pepperoni stickiness just to stick on him. And
Yeah.
I'll be like, just plaster it on his back. I'll be like, yay! Like a backpack.
But there's like various ways to get in. Like as we established, they are being brought outside and like put into trucks. You could go in that way, go in over the walls, go in, every manner of way. Think, various ways to get in.
I
Think,
have a grappling hook pizza cutter. But then we have to move together, or we gonna split up getting in then?
I'm stuck on your back for now, so I'll be there.
I can
I'll be
toss
there.
you, you know.
Yeah, but the problem is if I land and I cry, then I explode.
Yeah, you're a grenade. When I see the endos, I toss you in.
That's going to be a fun interaction.
But yeah, if we want, we can do that. I can grappling hook over the wall while other people can get in through the trucks.
Makes sense.
Keep your eyes. I keep the eyes behind you, pepperoni.
Yes, do that.
Watching your 6.
Like very much not minding really Savala off my back. Just like I have this, whatever. I guess this is my life now. And I've just gone over the wall.
all right. So you're going over the wall with the grappling.
You're going to hear useless commentary every now and then as we heist through, like in this like spy anime sort of thing.
Periodic size of pepperoni.
Got it. Mushroom, artichoke, are you going in the same way, or do you have alternate points of entry?
Assis, what do you want to do? I will happily
I'm
join.
thinking
with,
truck will
so
be
that
easier
there's
than
two
going
of
over
us.
the wall. Yeah, I think truck will be easier for us, right?
That
Artichokes aren't particularly springy.
that works because I'm in this cocktail dress, so I'd like to keep the climbing to a minimum.
Assume you are allowed to change clothes when you're in the hut.
I'm
if you
not
wanted
going to. So
You're not going to. It's an option. Don't say I never gave you options.
For
Okay.
roleplay reasons,
It's a
I will
choice.
stay in my cocktail dress.
For fabulous reasons, you'll stay in the cocktail dress.
Yes.
So-
I'm sorry. Did I say roleplay? I meant glamour.
Pepperoni, give me a savory overcome roll. You get a +2 from your grappling hook.
Wait. Savory, right?
Yes.
Please don't
Ish.
say, because if that's the case, then I would also die with you. You would survive, actually.
Wait, why isn't it doing the thing? I don't think I can physically get a 0
Hold on, let me look at
with the
this.
+2.
+2.
You rolled all minuses. You rolled a -4.
Lovely.
So that is how you got a 0. So you rolled
shit.
the worst possible you could. Do you
And I
want to spend
somehow
that?
mediocred it. Yeah, I'm
Just
gonna
spend
spend something on that. I'm not like
the
dying while climbing the wall.
With onion kid on your back.
I'll
Just
say
so you know.
This is not how you meet your fate.
Yeah. Do you want
That's
to
one
add?
shot, baby. Perfectly stolen.
I'm spending a fate point.
We do it.
That's what, a 2 then? I get a +2 from that?
You can also reroll. You literally cannot get worse than that. So you can just reroll with a fate point.
Let's hope for getting it worse twice. Hey, it's something.
Hey, that is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So get your grappling hook. Goes up over the wall. You just like, and stuck to your back, willingly or unwillingly. You have Savala. He doesn't weigh a lot. You're able to like just get over, and you're able to just get over just as the order is like turned around, and people aren't looking. You're on top of the wall. You're at this point where there is a French fry guard who is just like slumbering a little bit. It's like, and he's just like he's getting very tired. He's clearly been up. He's clearly been up a bit too late. So he hasn't noticed you. You have the option. You could avoid him. Just jump over. Should be fine. Or you do have a hidden pizza cutter.
Yeah, no, we're cleaning house here.
Okay.
Pull the blade up. The cutter spokes again roll up as I pepper them with oregano, and I just drop down on him.
Sweet. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Roll. You get yeah. Roll either roll either savory or bitter, your choice, and you'll get a +2 for this because you just caught him off guard.
On the input value, I just write the number 2, right?
I think so. Let's see how it. Otherwise, just roll normally. We'll add a +2 with maths.
We are fine.
We are fine. Excellent. So, with a grate, you there was one fry, then there was 2 fries, then there were many pieces of fry. Yeah.
1/2 of 1/2 of 1/2. That's a lot of food now.
Exactly. That's how it is. That's how. Excellent. So you got him down, and of course, down below, because there are so many animals to care for, many goats, many cows, there is, of course, a haystack for you to fall into.
Of course there is.
Of course.
Just like in the momentum, just like hop over onto it. It is now a very much poofy haystack for a moment. As I kind of like, peek through the front to like an entryway. To a
Swan
window.
dive into it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're able to swan dive in. You're into the
It's a
wall.
very different experience.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like on the back, so like
Yeah.
the reverse flip.
Just
Yeah.
hit X, so it's fine.
Yeah, definitely. You're on this side, so you could, press a button, winch, to like open the gate if you wanted to let the other 2 in. But that might draw attention. On the other hand, you could like trust that these 2 can just like get in normally. Truck
I
side.
trust them. They were recruits too for a reason.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
So yeah.
That's literally what just Pepper was just saying. This just every time.
Yeah. You're able to go in. Let's cut over to Mushroom and Artichoke. Summer and fall. Hey, we had fall. How are you planning to get in? You want to like go in via truck? You want to disguise yourself? What's your plan?
Artichoke, what were you thinking about this truck?
I mean, I think trucks is a good idea. How do we get into the trucks? Can we disguise ourselves?
You can.
We can just
Artichoke.
hop in the back.
Yeah, you can like the trucks are like coming in to be filled up, and they're like, they're like older, like old-fashioned kind of like trucks. So like they like half open, half closed, or like the ones that like bring animals across. So they go in, and you're like, so you can like jump into one of those and then jump out that way.
Yeah, then I think jumping in straight up would be
Okay. This would be either be savory or potentially potentially bitter, unless you want to like come up with some clever reason how it's a different stat altogether. You can either
I'm good with savory. Are we both rolling?
Savory would be good. And I do have stuffed crust. Does that give me a +2 to
You're also
defense?
stuffed crust?
Hey. You're both stuffed crust. Lovely. Right, let me remind myself how stuffed crust works.
Stuffed crust is +2 to savory, defend yourself from physical attacks.
No, wouldn't apply here.
Okay.
So in that so you're just rolling, each of you, parkour, like literally just jumping in there. Roll for me. Let's both of you roll. Let's see who is the better Pizzassin.
That's not great.
All right. Maitri just makes it in. Able to like hop in there pretty easily. Assis, you have to like reach down and grab Artichoke, hand out and just like pull him back. There is that awkward moment as you like realize this truck is not empty. As you go in, there's the as you can see, there are a couple of goat cheeses in here with you.
Oh god, ew.
So like as you're like you got one hand just kind of hold steady and like pull a seat, and they're like, you can tell they're trying to eat at your cocktail dress. It's like you have this awkward moment. It's like, do I keep them away, but the cease? I'm not pulling a artichoke in, or do I pull artichoke in, damn the dress?
Yeah, no, I would like to say that I pull a cease in, but I'm just disgusted the whole time. I'm like, this is
Okay.
really not okay. I did not sign up for this.
Yeah, the cocktail dress has become a cud trail dress.
Ugh.
I
I'm not proud of that one.
I think when I get inside, I'll just like tear off one of my arties and feed it to the goat cheese instead. So that it gets off the dress, and I'll just pat it and be like, there, it'll all brie over soon.
Thank you, Artichoke. Thank you, Artichoke.
Well,
I don't think Dan's ever going to speak to me again after this.
well,
I'm just slowly losing pieces of myself every time.
roll sour for me, artichoke.
Ooh, that is possibly my worst skill. Oh no, it's not that bad. Artichokes are kind of sour.
Kind of sour. All natural.
Nice.
Okay. The little goat appreciates the comment and the kindness. And potentially, you know this is one. It's a little blue around the edges, little mature, a mature goat cheese, and you think this could be a friend. Yeah. You arrive. Into the place. The truck comes to a stop. Past the gate, into the back area, and you're able to hop out before people see you. Able to crawl in, and now everyone is inside the cheese factory. As described before, there is a large, conveyor areas where the finished product is brought out, the animals are kind of brought in, and then the big bars and everything. Once you're able to get past them, you can just see scurrying about. The cheese animals basically have free reign, walking about in their various different enclosures. As you can see, all of them are there. You can see, cheese goats we've established, cheese, various types of cheese cows, all of them, different ones all scattered around. But it's a big place, and you haven't seen Guy Fieri yet. So where you how are you trying to find them? How are you trying to navigate through this very cheese jungly kind of area?
I will roll from Pepperoni's back, roll down, and I will try to blend among the cheeses by peeling off my skin.
Ooh. Okay.
So getting so dark.
Yeah, no, because that is my
You
actual
just
thing.
fed a goat an RT by ripping it off your head.
That's not as bad as peeling off skin.
I have many layers, so don't worry.
It's fair, actually. I'll also grow more.
I don't know that they're that different.
Right now, I look like
is there
a
any
very bad
kind of
imitation. Potato puree. I look like a very bad imitation of a potato puree.
Okay. Horrifying. Mushroom. What were you saying?
I was asking if there's any kind of visible, I probably isn't gonna buzz that it has a map you are here, but is there anything that I could reasonably try to find that has some kind of floor 1 is the fucking restaurant and the animal pens, floor 2 is the prison.
I'm so glad you asked me that. You notice a little bit hard to see. There's a little platform where resting on it. There is it looks like a big mouse just standing there. It's a U-sized kind of mouse in a purple jacket, and there's a little sign that's underneath pointing up that says "Ask me anything."
It's Charles Entertainment
We'll
cheese.
go up to it and sort of
cheese.
flood the dress. Where do you keep the prisoner?
Hi there. Welcome to the Tangies. If you want to go see the prisoners, they are second floor, right next to the tiger enclosure. Yes. Are you here? Yes. Are you here with Mr. Milkshake?
And she looks over her shoulder at Savala.
I'm just rolling around, so I'll
Kind
come
of
back.
Yes, we
at
are.
him.
We are, yes.
Yeah, I just nod. Like,
Yeah, Milkshake is my friend.
Yes. Oh, good. I can alert him that you are here.
Oh,
One
we
moment.
have a surprise
Me
for
too.
him. Do not
I
leave.
want to make it yet.
no.
I want to surprise him on his birthday, but I missed his birthday.
You didn't know
My
this was the
birthday.
milkshake's birthday.
I know, it's so bad if I'm a very bad friend otherwise.
Oh, it's his birthday. Oh, okay. And like he reaches in, stomach pops
Oh, no.
open, and a little cake pops out with like a candle, just like there. And says like, here you go. Puts it in Savala's hand.
Oh,
Please.
wonderful. Thank you. Don't
Yes.
tell him so we can surprise him.
Is it a cheesecake?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything here is cheese, including the cake.
That's,
I feel like
delicious, but okay.
Yes. Please give him my regards.
Will do. And I just, is it near the tiger enclosure?
Yes, it is just within the tiger enclosure. As we know,
Okay.
having tigers around the prisoners stop prisoners from escaping.
How many tigers are there?
Well,
There are one
well-
tiger, two tiger, three tiger,
oh no.
4 tigers.
A lot of tigers.
Is there a way that we can go on
One
top
for
and
each
set
of
up
us, guys.
poppers?
Say that again.
Like
Savannah.
jalapeno poppers? Can we put like jalapeno poppers on top? Just for a surprise.
Jalapeno. It looks very confused. Yeah.
Do not believe that is a kind of cheese, unfortunately.
I
It's
think we
fine.
should leave this poor
Houseman.
creature.
Okay.
Yes.
Got the
Let's go at the mayor quick.
Yes.
And I don't know when they'll be moving him. So let's go.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's
And
go.
no,
visit
I
our
need to get
friend.
out of this cocktail rose now that it's ruined. I can't.
I was meaning to ask.
I
What
rip off
happened
I have my
another.
skin.
Yeah, I
I
rip
have
off
my-
more like artichoke layer and like offer it to you.
My steel skin is
Okay.
then
Oh,
just like
Stop
God,
ripping
no,
off your head.
I don't want to wear your skin. I do not want to wear your skin. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sure
technically
it's
more like my hair,
wonderful
if that
skin.
That sounds like a case I heard
Well
a few
spritzed
years
with
ago.
fluidity.
Jalapeno Lecter.
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese said, if you want, you can have one of our uniforms. And he pulls out this big purple Cheesecake Factory uniform.
Oh,
this.
Yeah.
okay. She takes it and very disgustedly puts it on top of the cartel patch. But she like tries to zhuzh it up so it's like off shoulder and like half buttoned up and the sleeves are kind of tied around her waist.
Yeah.
It does not look like a uniform.
You do your best to make it look good. You work very hard. You're able to go past, leave Charles Entertainment to himself, and make it up to the floor, which is as established. It is a overlooking a large enclosure down below where you can see various tigers, cheetahs, various felines, all of them with sunglasses. Down below, you're walking along the grasslands, and of course the tiger enclosure, which has got the 4 big tigers, each of them walking around in their sunglasses, and they are surrounding a little pen that's kind of like kept. Basically, there is like a small kind of like rope area, which is like keeping the tigers basically at bay. But the only way it's not stopping the people inside, the multiple people. There is, you can see from his frosted tips all this way, you see the mayor of Flavortown looking a little bedraggled, like he hasn't properly had his hair done in the last couple of days. So he's hot, otherwise looks great because he's
I
Guy
slipped my
Fieri, one
frosted
word.
tips in
Yeah.
respect.
He's there and he's like trying to calm down the various other people who are there, various other men who are there, some onion men, a couple of cauliflower men, so different some potatoes are just there, and he's like, it's calm, it's gonna be all right, don't worry, I'm not gonna let you down. There aren't any children, they just seem to be like various men, and like on top where you can kind of like see where on the layer you on, just a kind of like overlooking everything behind like a kind of glass enclosure, you see this tall milkshake man from before, and he says like, yes, all the boys are in my yard.
I knew it. I made this joke.
He did
Yes,
make this joke.
it's true. Yes, all the men went to get some milk and they never came back. Your children will never see you.
All right. Do I get behind him, like with the cheesecake?
Yes, there are no children being held captive by the milkshake man. I've established that.
I mean, he's in a like glass. You said enclosure, like somewhere.
Yes, but on your level. You guys are kind of like coming. You're on the same level. So, but below you, in like this kind of open like kind of space, are the various men, and of course Mayor Guy Fieri is also there. So you kind of like have two directions. You can kind of like go trying to get to like this secure room on this floor where Milkshake Man is kind of looking down, or you could try and sneak down and just try and like get into the tiger enclosure, try and rescue the various men.
I'm gonna stay on task and go for the mayor.
Yeah.
I'm going after the milkshake man.
Okay. Mushroom?
I feel like the bear is probably the right way to get the mayor. No.
So you want to go to the tiger enclosure to get the mayor?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will. I look at Savala and be like, you can't do this alone. We should call for backup. And I will just like call out like Curly.
Okay. All right. So Curly arrives. He's like comes out of the grass next to you guys, and he's in like full safari outfit. Got a little like curved hat. Little thing is like, I thought you guys would need me. And he's got a big cheese machete. Right.
Oh, lovely. Okay, you're with the little guy. Go curdle him.
Dang it! I should have called it a machete. That's my bad. Missed opportunity.
No, we're just going to give him a
a
gift.
mac and cheese tea.
There we go.
No, that's bad. That's bad. I'm sorry. No, I regret that one.
We're on a journey here.
We're just going to give him a gift to not hurt him. Okay? I want to be friends with him. Let's see how that goes.
Okay. So you want?
I'll whisper again to Curly and be like, no, curdle him.
I got you, sister. So we're gonna go this popcorn initiative style. Each person deciding what they're doing. It's gonna get a little challenge to like get down to the tigers and this, but also a challenge to get through Milkshake's line of security to get to him. So who's going first? And you can either then the other two people besides you guys. Curly will go same turn as Artichoke. So basically, the other two people are various security systems and Milkshake Man. So who do you want to go first?
I'll go distract the milkshake man first so that the others can get their things done.
All right. So Wala, you're going up to this enclosure where he is, where he's kind of like secure. As you're getting closer, there's no security cameras. There's no CCTV. We're not at that stage of tech yet. But you can, there's probably some kind of security. So you're going to need to stealth forward in some way. So you're going to try and like just be stealthy. You're trying to like, again, be an awkward child drawing attention to yourself. How
be
are you
an
getting
awkward child again. So right now I'm like in this spieled version of myself. So I just go in like, it looks like as if I'm dressed like with a suit with my extra peels. And I just go and present myself with the cheese.
Okay, so you're going towards him, presenting yourself as a child. Yeah. Exactly. What? Why is there a child here? There should be no children in the Cheesecake Factory.
Hi, milkshake man. I got your cake. It looks so tasty. Want to share it with you?
Roll for sweet, because literally you're dealing with.
All
sweet.
right. I'm going to use my fate point to make it a +4.
Go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
So I
So
just
with
used 1 point.
so it's like, what does it? It's not even. It is my birthday. How did you know? How do I turn down a cake? Just bring it to the door and explain who you are. He's completely facing you, and like he just kind of like unlocks the door. You can tell with your assassin training that he is probably reaching for a weapon, but he's letting you come inside. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go towards the open door.
Yeah. So I just go and like, so I got this cake. I heard that it was your birthday from the cauliflower lady, and she is like, I then asked for cake, and I got this cake for you. It
Okay.
goes well in milkshake.
Who do you want to pass the turn to? One of the other
Yeah,
PCs, the milkshake, security system.
I'll give it a milkshake because I want to see what you're gonna do.
Collie? How the heck does that plant know my birthday? And he's like very concerned. He's just like saying, okay, stay right there, put it down. And he's just like, yeah. And so like, he's like, oh yeah. And he's like getting his like he's definitely got a weapon. He's like approaching you carefully, but he's like watching you to see what you're gonna do. But he's like getting close to you. Who do you want?
Are you a dangerous man? And I start like welling up a little, but not making my tears come out.
Yeah. And he's like, like my And he's like, well, like my dad, the McFlurry machine, I am a bit broken. He passes the turn down to Assis.
Okay, so the enclosure, like where the tigers are,
Yes, you are
is
over it.
Is it?
Mhm.
Yeah, but is it like open from the top? Like,
Yeah, it is like open, so it basically you have to like go down to kind of like get to them. It's like solid glass flooring, so you can like see everything. Then this large open kind of glass around the tigers, and within the middle of this tiger enclosure is where the men are being kept.
okay, I mean, I'm just like, yeah, let's just smash through the. Well, okay, smashing through the glass might be inelegant.
But cool.
Is there a door?
I mean, there is, but you basically have to go down the stairs to kind of like get to the bottom door, which would take time. But you can do that, and you'd
Do
still
the
have to go.
stairs have a railing?
It does.
I would like to epic cool slide down railing time.
You still
please.
have to go to the tigers, but you can definitely do that.
I would like to do that.
Okay, you go down, sliding to the rails. Are you doing it trying to be stealthy, or are you trying to like draw attention to yourself, like get the tigers'
Oh
attention?
no, no attention. Just I'm trying to be fast.
Just trying to do fast.
Not
Okay.
attention.
Yeah. Roll savory for Tony Hawk stunts.
Ooh. Where is savory? Oh, that's fine. That's good.
Sweet. Able to go down
savory.
there. No one notices that the tigers have not noticed that you did this. You're able to just like slide in pretty close. Who are you passing to?
I will pass it to Mushroom.
Mushroom. You saw the sick grinds. You can see Sawalas, talking with very dangerous fiction man. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna is there any way to keep the tiger enclosure from opening?
You mean like from getting to the men or getting to you? What do you mean?
I mean from attacking the rest of the party, essentially.
The best way would
basically, is there any way to kind of create a clear path for Pepperoni to get to the prisoner?
The best way would be luring them away, perhaps with some looking and trying to find some like food or just like distracting them in a certain way.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
then
there's probably some like special stuff in the security system that can lure away the creatures, but you're not. That's where Milkshake Man is.
Right. Okay. In that case, then I'm gonna go in and try to. I'm gonna try and stab Milkshake, man. I'm gonna
Sure.
try and take it down.
Okay. Are you trying to what's it called? Be stealthy? Are you trying to be like, hey, this is my nephew, and just trying to like get up close that way? What are you trying to do? You're trying to like sneak in behind? What are you trying to do?
I think I'm gonna try and sneak in behind using the distraction created by Nikhil's character, and using that
Still at the
as
door. I'm still at the door,
him
so he's not
having
facing
been
us.
drawn, like the focus has been drawn by him. So I'll sneak up from behind and just try to slip a knife into his side.
Great.
Assassin's Creed style.
This is extremely stealthy. I think this is probably bitter.
Oh,
it's probably
good.
bitter.
I'm really good at bitter. So
You got
I
super stealth.
think I actually. So I have a poisoned pizza cutter, which is gain a +2 on bitter to create a poisoned bludgeon target. Does that factor in here?
Yes, it would.
Okay. Sweet. Because I could use the bonuses. Can I use the fate point to reroll?
Let me double check. Yes, you can. I'm just double checking that. Yeah, go reroll. Which aspect are you invoking? It's fine. We know you have aspects that are relevant. You don't have to put them down. I believe you.
Okay. Thanks. I didn't add them to my sheet.
Okay. That's 1. You have a 2. This would probably not be enough. Do you want to spend any more fate points?
Can you remind me? Can I do anything with them other than reroll?
Yes, you can add +2.
Okay, and that'll take me to a great.
That will take you to a great.
Okay.
Which would be severe damage. So yeah, they can definitely do that.
So let me do that then, if that's okay.
Works for me. Sure. So yeah, sneak around. It's a very difficult. You're getting closer. Getting close. It's like, I didn't ask for any cake. You can see behind him. He's got some kind of like some kind of weapon. Looks like a nasty blade of some kind. Made of the most horrific thing in the food kingdom, plastic, and then you like stab him with the pizza cutter, and he like screams in horrific pain. You get like a nasty shot, and he's like in bad. Who do you want to pass it to? Security or pepperoni?
Security.
Okay. The tigers are like circling around down below there. The only security system that's activated. Do they notice? Artichoke? They 100% noticed Artichoke. Artichoke has like come down. They've like noticed Artichoke. Do they notice you or do they notice Curly?
Oh, right, goes me. I would say they notice me.
Yeah. So you've come down. You've done this cool moves, and they're just like feeling hungry. Then they see you, and they like pull down their sunglasses to look at you, and then they start charging towards you, kind of surrounding you, abandoning the people in the middle, but they are like surrounding you, causing a
These are
potential
the
problem.
tigers, right?
These are the tigers. Pepperoni. The tigers are far away from the people in the middle. You have this open air to kind of like go down if you've got.
There is an open air, but also Artichoke is straight up surrounded by tigers, right?
About to be, yes.
Okay.
She has the staircase behind her.
These are cheese tigers, yes?
I think
Cheese tigers.
fine.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do, because I see how these people work now. I'm gonna reach in. I'm gonna pull up my Alfredo sauce, and I'm gonna open that up and toss it to the other corner of the room, while it's kind of like, open jars just like flaying across, as essentially a very powerful bait, just like reeking of like parmesan, like cheese and heavy cream, just attracting, cheese to cheese essentially. And just chuck it onto the other end and just almost like just look down at the tigers and just say very like, lowly, just go eat. That's it. And like, I just want to see what happens.
Sure. Appealing to nature, doing this kind of stuff. That is a sour roll. You can add +2 from your blood.
All right.
Also, we've got a fate point was added. So if anyone
Oh.
wants it, they have it.
I'm burning it right now to make that a 4.
Sweet. You like go down and they like stop and they're like, Fado. And they like three of them turn, run back, and they like go after the source. It is the start of a new round. One of them is still approaching Artichoke. Who do you want to pass it to, Pepperoni? You can pick yourself.
I will pick Artichoke here.
Okay, Artichoke. You've got one tiger left dealing with. You've got the people in the back. The guys in the back, just not immediate danger. And you've got, Curly is wherever you want Curly to be.
I mean, ideally, I'd want Curly to like go towards the people in the back and try to free them.
Okay. Curly's happy to do that with his machete. Like, thank God you didn't make me deal with the tiger. And just yeah, he's fine when there's only one tiger, because then he doesn't have to be faster than tiger. He only has to be faster than you.
Yeah. I can manage the tiger on my own.
Nice.
It's just a tiger.
Yeah. So yeah, so he's off doing that. What do you want to do with the tiger?
I mean, I wanna like try and like I guess I'm gonna like attack it while I'll back off a bit.
Yeah.
Like maybe just do like a jump back
Mhm.
and bring out my own hidden pizza cutter.
Yeah.
And what you see is this long like selfie stick with, of course, hot rod flames going down the bottom, and at the end is a pizza cutter. And I will
right.
try and attack the cheese tiger with my selfie stick pizza cutter.
Fantastic. Sounds like savory. I'm happy to accept other things as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
I give it gives me +2 to savory if something is
go for it.
outside.
Yeah,
reach,
I'll believe it. Let's go.
You've seen my sheet.
I can see your sheet. Okay, definitely. You like go in. Are you trying to, knock out, impair, or are you happy with carving this cheese tiger?
Oh, impair.
Sure. Rather than turn it into charcuterie, you knock it out with the flat of the blade, and it's like, and it just like flees. It is just like it did not like being bested by a selfie stick, so it is out of the way. Curly is able to get to the rope and just like cut it, and it's like, okay, come on, men, let's go. And it's like is trying to like lure them out. Who do you want to pass the turn to? You have everybody.
I'm gonna give it to Milkshake Man.
Milkshake Man is
Yeah.
You dare cuddle, yes, you dare cuddle my milk, and he turns around and is going to try and stab Mushroom.
God.
Yeah. How are you avoiding this?
I have a stuffed crust.
You do have a stuffed crust.
So I am not avoiding it so much as absorbing it, and this
Roll plus savory.
weird little mushroom is entirely much more resilient.
Do I get a
than she is
reaction
any
because
way
I'm
to be.
close?
At the end, perhaps. But we roll this first.
So you said savory?
I have in your stunts. You can just click the button.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
It's a fair.
All right. Do you want to spend a fate point? Make it a 4. Otherwise, you will take some
Yeah,
damage.
sure.
Okay. Your crust, his plastic can't get through. Damn stuffed crust. He passes off. He passes it to Savala. His back is down.
Savala doesn't
He's
like
pretty heavily
like-
damaged as well.
He is very badly damaged. Last legs. He's on his last straws.
Savala is confused because right now he just wants to give the cake, and now he has no one to give the cake to.
Mhm.
So he's just going to have a breakdown. in the middle of the room
Mhm.
and is going to blind everyone right now. And I will also make a temper tantrum by rolling on the ground, trying to reach towards where the remaining tigers are. So basically making them smoke driven.
Okay, you're activating your onion bomb now, and no one can really see. Your allies, however, can see with the red sensors that we've established, the not eagle sensors, statistically the tomato sensors. They're able to still see the target.
Marinara
Just cut it.
senses.
Correct. Yeah, the tigers are bothered. It's a horrific time. Who do you want to pass to?
Just to fuck around, maybe the tigers.
Huh? Sure. Tigers are distracted doing the going after the tomato, and then now they're recoiling. They're rubbing their eyes. They cannot see. They cannot smell. They're having a terrible time. Pepperoni, you're up.
All right.
Curly's kind of taking these guys out. Milkshake Man is rolling on his eyes in horrific pain. He probably will die of the poison, but you could make sure, or you could just try and get Guy Fieri out.
I'm gonna get Guy
I'm
Fieri out.
planning on attacking Milkshake Man on my turn just to be.
Yeah, no, I see you've already done the stabbies. I think that stabbing has concluded. And I'm gonna make my way over to Guy Fieri and just try to get him out as quickly as I can.
Hey, definitely Guy Fieri.
Hey,
That's
you're
as far as
yourself.
yeah. You managed to grab Guy Fieri, able to get everyone out, avoiding the tigers while the stink cloud is.
I tell him to stay
Mushroom.
frosty.
Hey. Frosty and a shake. Hey. Mushroom. How do you kill Milkshake Man?
I am going to. I'm very tired of all of this. This is hideous and not okay. I'm going to take off my stiletto and I am going to just bludgeon him, causing a crack in the glass and causing him to kind of shatter. And she will jump back so none of his gross milkshake gets on me.
And with that, as the Pizzassin's creed would want, his life milk feeds into the ground, and you're able to escape with a potentially still crying Savala out of there. With Guy Fieri, the dads who went off to get milk and are finally coming home to their kids. You managed to go and save the mayor of Flavortown, able to get him back to the hut safely. And with that, you have succeeded your first mission as part of the Pizzassin's creed. Yeah.
Hooray!
And congratulations. And thank you, everyone who was watching as well. The Safe Assassin's Creed. And you guys for watching and donating and doing all that. You're helping a fantastic cause. The It Gets Better project. We have many more exciting people to come. But first, I want to thank my assassins. Thank you. And also introduce yourself and where they can. I say your name and where they can find you. Starting with Tan.
TanFighter117, Twitter, Instagram. I do voices and play games.
Yeah. Maitri.
My 3 plays games on YouTube.
Nikhil.
Ikre Gaming, but also is the same thing for Instagram, Ikre Gaming, Ikre Original on Twitter, but it's no longer active, but I'm there on Blue Sky right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, you probably will see me on Discord most of it.
Amazing. And Assis.
Lesbianing on Twitter, Blue Sky. I also play games sometimes, and I make puns. And I yawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm Chirag. You find me on Twitter at Chicky Said What. You can also find Daisies and Dragons at Twitter, Daisies and Dragons. You should find us everywhere. We got more YouTube stuff. And yes, we got more exciting things to happen. Thank you, Hoard of Tales, for having us. And with that, I'm transitioning out of here. Bye-bye.